Knowing how to deal with not knowing is what makes you successful. In all of the moments where we say to ourselves, I don't know how to do this, I don't know what to do, that is the exact spot that we strip ourselves of our power. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. And if you don't know, I am texting you Monday through Friday with daily manifesting affirmations. Guys, these are things that I am learning every single day, either from books or podcasts or just thoughts that are coming through meditation or walks or whatever it is. But these are the things that I'm either thinking about, talking about with friends. These are journal prompts. These are questions that I'm asking in my friend groups. These are all of the things that I feel are really helping me evolve, and I want to share them with you. So if you want a daily text, I swear to God, it's totally just all motivation. You can text the word daily to 310-496-8363. You can text the word daily to 310-496-8363. And just a little taste of what I've been texting out. Today's text said, you can't be who you want to be while also being who they want you to be. It's always your job to choose you. Nothing good comes out of being an inauthentic, resentful shell of yourself. You guys, join the text list. Okay, so today's quickie is going to be obnoxiously quick because if you can't tell, I have a cold that has been lingering, and the longer I talk, the more I want to cough my brains out. So I'm not going to talk for too long. And that is the thing about having a podcast, is that it is all about consistency and showing up. So I don't get to choose when I can show up. I have to show up even when I don't feel good. So with that said, here I am. And my voice is a little bit recovered, and it'll be recovered next week. But I want to share something with you that is just a quick, impactful punch, hopefully more of a kick in the rear to help you just get motivated and reignited to remember who the hell you are. And it is knowing how to deal with not knowing is what will make you successful. I'm going to say it again. Knowing how to deal with not knowing is what makes you successful. In all of the moments where we say to ourselves, I don't know how to do this, I don't know what to do, that is the exact spot that we strip ourselves of our power. And a question that I say to myself a lot when I feel this way, because don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't go through that in my head where I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to ask. I know that those are the moments where I'm actually saying, I don't want to do this. This is going to be hard. This is going to be really tough. There's going to be a lot involved that I don't want to do. I'm going to look stupid. I feel dumb. I'm brand new. That's really what we're crying out and saying, right? But we cover it up with an excuse of, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. How should I know? I don't have this network. I don't have these skills. Where instead we should ask, if I did know what to do, what would I do? If I did know who to ask, who would that maybe be? If I had an idea of who could possibly know this, who would that be? And this is where it's going to lead you to the next step. And I swear that I have used Google more than anyone that I probably know. I am the queen of Google searching everything. And sometimes we have to ask Google 20 different ways to get the answer we're actually looking for. I remember when I was starting Light Pink, I literally didn't even know what a formula house was. And that's what you need to start formulating. And I was Googling, like, how do you make a drink? How do you create a beverage? How do you get a recipe for a beverage? And soon it led me to asking the right questions of what are formula houses? What's a formula house who could help me formulate a drink? And so a lot of times you don't even know what to ask in the beginning, but just funneling through and starting to ask these different questions, leave these little nuggets to the next step of what you can do. And not knowing how to deal with something is just an excuse when we could sit and say, who would know? Who can we ask? Where do we start? And it can feel really overwhelming, but knowing that you're not going to get anywhere, the problem is not going to go away, and just taking a minute for yourself and realizing, okay, this is going to be hard, but it's more challenging just because You have to be patient, right? Is it really going to be hard, or is it just going to be something that's going to take some time, that's going to take some thought? So really reframing in that moment. You do know what to do, because what to do always just means knowing what the next step will be, the next first step. And a lot of times the next first step is not the clear answer. It's the first step of getting clarity. And we have to just reframe and know that it takes about 20 to 50 steps to actually get to the next place that you want to go. So giving yourself some grace around that and knowing that if you can start feeling confident in your ability to ask questions and get resourceful and freaking Google, when you do not know the answer, when you can start trusting yourself to figure it out, this is when success starts to compound. When you can trust yourself to figure it out. This is when you can start saying yes to things before you're ready, because you know that you can figure it out. You know that you can ask questions. You know that you're willing to go to a network that scares you or go to places that scare you to ask in order to get the answer. You're willing to go to the ends of the earth to figure it out. This is when success starts to compound, is when you can trust yourself to figure it out. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Again, I hope you join that daily text list. You can text the word daily to me at 310-496-8363. And thank you guys so much for listening. You know that I love to see who's sharing it. I always share your shares. Share the shares, share the love. Until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone. Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait, because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it. Hey, I know if you're listening to this podcast that you have big dreams and big goals. And one of the things that can really stop you is struggling with your marketing. Trust me, I have been there. Are you using 10 different systems just to build your online business? Then I want you to try Kajabi. Kajabi helps you build your web pages, set up funnels, and sell your courses, content, coaching, or communities. You've been hearing me talk a lot about funnels on this podcast and the importance of your email list. You can get a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. I've talked about Kajabi before, but here's something that's super cool and new. They just rolled out an AI assistant for creating your online course curriculum. And this means you just type in a topic that you want to create on a course or webinar, and bam, it just generates a sample outline for you. It takes a ton of the hard work away. Of course, you're going to customize it to be your own, but this really helps you get over the struggle of how in the world to start, which is where most people stop. If you're like me, starting is always the hardest part, and that's what makes Kajabi so popular. They've made it easier for creators to build web pages, build courses, build coaching programs, build membership sites, build checkout pages, and build email funnels. So if you're struggling with any of those, you got to go check it out. Go to Kajabi.com. Kajabi was really the first all-in-one system and is trusted by over 100,000 creators. I think that's good enough for me. Also, as influencers and marketers who use this. And now their smart AI platform makes it easy to take what you know and turn it into an online course and business.
Go start building with a free trial at kajabi.com. That's KAJABI.com.
Hey, do you know what the big secret is this year? And it shouldn't be a secret because this should be your biggest focus. It is building your community. I am always working on building and nurturing my community, and everyone is talking about the power of community. Without an online community, you just cannot grow organically or create a real movement, which is what I know that we're all after. And you can build trust or monetize your audience. When you get community right, not only does your audience grow faster, but so do your sales. But where's everybody going to be managing their communities these days? And a lot of online entrepreneurs and thought leaders are turning to Circle.so. Circle is an all-in-one community platform. It lets you host content and create discussions, live streams, group chats, and memberships all under your own brand. And what's so cool about Circle.so is that you don't even need a website or Facebook group. Instead, Circle lets you build your own community site where you can host content and manage your members. You can even create locked and unlocked content spaces, groups, and classes. How freaking cool is that? You can put your content behind a paywall too, and you can charge different amounts of money for different spaces on your community site. Circle.so is famously easy to use, and it has a free 14-day trial for you, so you can go check it out, see if you like it, see if you love all the options. Just go to Circle.so. Go check it out right now, you guys. Imagine being able to manage your community, start group chats and live classes, and accept payments all in one place. Kind of mind-blowing since this is usually spread all over the place. You have to log into so many different things. If this is the year to capture, organize, and monetize your community, head over to Circle.so. You can get a free trial and start building your online community right now. Just go to Circle.so. You guys, you get the 14-day free trial. So just go and see if it's for you. It's going to streamline everything and make your life so much easier. It's so freaking cool.